Right, let's set this up here. Okay, welcome. Welcome everyone. Let's see if we can get this going. All right. So let's see, where's the camera? Testing. Can you see me? All right, so I just want to step on live here and talk to you guys about my experience here at the Tom Ferry Success Summit. So I know this is unannounced, and some of you guys may be joining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to um, have the video and reshare it and kind of add some things in post production, so that you're not missing anything. You're not going to miss anything, guys. So let's talk about day one of the Tom Ferry event. I'm in my hotel room. They upgraded me to a suite, so I'm going to show you guys the hotel room a little bit later on. But you can see kind of the kitchen, and there's a living room area. But first, let's talk about travel. I got a fairly decent flight here to Dallas. Dallas is where the Tom Ferry 2021 event is. Fairly decent flight as far as cost. But I tell you, I was on American Airlines. American Airlines. And, I'm not that big of a guy, 6 foot, 185. Um, by no mean a super huge guy. And I was like, by the window, and I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible. I don't know what they did with the flight, with the seats on the flight, but it was not a pleasurable experience. We did get here fairly fast. It was a direct flight, 2 hours and 30-ish something minutes. So travel time wasn't bad, but if I'm not going to fly and sit in a seat that will offer me more space, I'm going to use another carrier. It was just too small. The bathrooms was even smaller. I mean, again, trying to wedge in there, it was an experience. So we got here to Dallas. First time at Dallas, traveling to Dallas, and the hotel I'm in is right downtown. It is the Magnolia Hotel. Love it. Love the hotel. I love older hotels with character. They are very friendly. The gym is cool. In fact, a little bit too cool as far as temperature wise go. But it's a decent gym. Have all of the necessary requirements for a light workout and aerobics. They have a lot of cardio machines, but it is literally right downtown. The AT&T Center is steps outside of the door. It is beautiful. The AT&T Center. I am going to definitely make a separate video just to cover that. I mean, it's nice, very, very nice. I'm a member of a private club. The private club is literally 4-minute walk away, 5-minute walk away from this building. And so that's awesome. If you follow me on my social media feeds, I went over there this morning and for lunch and had this huge steak. I mean, I'm gonna show you. I mean, huge cowboy ribeye. Awesome. Couldn't even eat it. Had to take it home. I mean, it would if I would have eaten that steak, it would have been night time. It'd been I'm sleepy. I'm going. I wouldn't have made it to the Tom Ferry event. But let's get back. Let's talk about the event itself. I'm going to have another separate video to cover the location, a little bit more about Dallas. So we're going to cover that in a later event. But what I want to talk about is the Tom Ferry event itself. So when I checked in, check-in process was really great. Almost no one was in line. You had maybe 7 or 8 people that can help you check in. The whole process for me, I pre-registered, of course. The whole process for me, maybe 4 minutes. Yeah. So they gave me first this wristband, which is going to allow me to get into the barbecue. Um, I love barbecue, so I'm a foodie. So I'm going to eat that. That's going to be cool. And then they gave me here a bag of swag, a bag of swag. So in there, we had the Tom Ferry course book for the 3 days, a notepad, it's blank. I take all my notes on my Chromebook, so and my iPad. So I don't think I'll be using this often, but it's nice. Heavy bond paper, nice cover, Tom Ferry. Some of the participating sponsors provided us with packages of their marketing material, and I'm going to give them a plug because guess what? Without the sponsors, I'm sure we wouldn't be here, or the cost would be quite different. All right. Okay, so this is a grow your business with social media. Espresso agent, they're giving a discount on their plans. They're selling leads. Technology company, CRM company, virtual assistant, Anderson Consulting to do your books and save your money, accounting. Generating lead from your listings. Home warranty company. So this is something that we'll definitely probably add to our team. Talk about it with my team and add to our offering. We're gonna check this out because we always looking for a good home warranty company. Another CRM. Another CRM. This company works with investment clients, potential investment clients look like. In fact, I'll probably talk to these guys tomorrow. I want to know more about this company. My coach is using this, and he recommended me look into it. So I'll talk to these guys tomorrow. Another way to get contacts. CRM. Branding company and customer loyalty. hire and attract people. All right, and then we have a little ball and a stress. Okay, so that's the swag that we received. All good, no complaints. We had a little bit of some time before the first session, and day one was about motivation and conquering your fears. I think that I'm unique with the conquering your fears and motivation. Being ex-military, you had to face a lot of your fears, and so while there's some things that I would prefer not to do, I don't think that there's much that I could say I'm afraid to do. Most of those were just exposing myself and doing it until you're not afraid. That was worked out many, as a child, so motivation. We had one of the earliest sessions, we had Tom X speakers. Now, these were guys that were successful with the Tom X program, Tom Ferry program. And they did like a little small info TED talk. It was motivational. It's always good to have someone on the stage doing 200, 300, 400 thousands of deals, making millions of dollars using the Tom Ferry system. The Great Divide, we talked about, access to entry, technology, that type of thing. That was good. I have an engineering degree, so my technology, uses of technology, willingness to use technology is a little bit different because I'm comfortable with technology, having an engineering degree. So that wasn't that big of a deal. We use best at Community and Associates. We use the best gold standard of basically every tool that we use, and so we're happy with our technology. And then we had we broke for lunch, got something to eat, came back. Actually, we came back right after the Tom X speakers, and then Tom Ferry went back on the stage. Covered a couple of different topics. Really, really good performance. He always does a great job. And with 28 plus years of experience, and I guess he had the last 8 years, he was selected as the #1 small business coach in the real estate space. So that's pretty good. And his guys that work under him. I guess he has 140 something coaches that works under him that does a great job. And so at whatever level that you're at in his ecosystem, he tried to pair you with the appropriate coach. So that was great. And then lastly, before kind of the day ended, we had Michelle Polar, a young lady who did something that's very, very unique with respect to conquering her fears. She took 100 days to do 100 challenges that she was found fearful at some level. So it was 100 days of challenges, jumping off of buildings, eating strange foods. And then she wrapped up the 100-day was doing a TED talk, which was, of course, that's getting in front of a crowd and presenting a 10-minute speech. So she nailed it. She showed us her speech, and she has a marketing background. So a lot of these things that she was doing was to overcome some of her fears, but also had kind of a marketing type of feel to it. So very good with the camera. Her and her husband did a really good job. They kind of took a sabbatical and rented a car and kind of went all over the place. But at the end of the 100 days of challenges, her last fear, the 100th fear, was getting in front of the stage, and now she is doing that for a living. So it's a success story. She really talked about her own personal journey with conquering her fears. It was a great way to kind of wrap up the day. Tom got back on stage and asked any questions, and then we broke for the day. So it was a really good day, kind of two parts, like I said, motivation and fears. So how to overcome the fears. And then we talked a little bit about what we're going to see in day two, which is kind of more of a branding, deal. So far it's been really, really good. Day one was a success, I feel. I'm really feeling Dallas. I wish that, well, I will. I'll probably come back when I have some time to kind of explore Dallas, because I really didn't have a chance to do the city justice. You get up, your first session is 8 o'clock. You get off at 5. Usually there's a networking event after. You're dead tired. At least for me, I come home and kind of unwind, do my notes, you know, put into my database, my CRM, any type of opportunities or people I've networked with, and then it's time to do it again. So not a whole lot of exploring Dallas other than places I can walk to. Like I said, the AT&T Center is right outside the hotel door. It's awesome. I will definitely make a video of that. Very nice restaurants. And then, of course, my private club is steps away from my front door. So really, really good time so far. I'm going to have you guys come back with day 2, and we're going to talk about what we did, and then we're going to have wrap up on day 3. And of course, I'll have my team and myself. We're going to put together a longer video to kind of give all 3 days and talk about, hopefully some experiences. I love the hotel. We're going to talk a little bit about the hotel. I talked to one of the hotel managers yesterday. So we're going to package that up and give it to you guys. And then we're going to show the hotel. So again, that's day 1. That's wrapping up day 1. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you on day 2.